I remember the day they told me I would be married. I laughed. I cried. That night, I climbed out of my window and never looked back. There is probably still a reward posted for my capture in Spain. Can you believe?
Looking for game sessions.
When I think of my family, I picture them looking for me still. And I look at my scars and my pistol. And I laugh. I laugh so hard. I remember...
Are you sure I belong here? A simple coffee farmer among killers and sages? Mainly coffee requires patience. Each plant takes 4 years to grow, from seed to maturity. The flowers bloom on their own time too, and the fruit ripens unevenly. A farmer must watch, must wait, and observe, all the while shielding his crop from weather and pestilence. Then, only at the right moment, he picks but the ripest cherries. I approach all of my work this way.
I did not abandon my people. I protected them by meeting the encroachers before they could arrive on our soil. I also battled homesickness every day. I was not made for the sea, but I sensed the coming war and I fought to prevent it. I crossed many assassins along the way, and I failed them all. I did not believe in their vision of the world. I did not see how it could ever protect us.
To be honest, I'm never entirely sure which I prefer. The study or the outdoors. Both offer opportunity to expand the mind. One offers safety to the body, the other to the soul. I suppose I have been lucky enough to enjoy both in equal measure.
Arr! That's what you want to hear, right? Arr! Ahoy, matey. Shiver me timbers. All that pirate trouble the tourists are always asking me to repay. Bollocks! I shan't tell you the truth. You're not worth it. What would you do with it? I know what you'll write. R said Blackbeard. Said Blackbeard? Blackbeard never said no such thing. Go! Get that parrot out me face!
I did not set out to avenge my father. I had my own mission. I was serving my own order, and I had long accepted his death. But when I saw the assassin, when I heard her speak, it all came back. My childhood. How we were robbed of him. How her people took him. I had to act.
I do not speak of my time as a slave because I do not accept slave as my identity. They tried to make me a slave, but I never adopted that reality. I was always waiting, no, not to be rescued, for my chance. That chance came, and I did not hesitate. That became my identity. No hesitation, no surrender.
Look, I know what people assume. I know how I look. And it's true, I absolutely did leverage my size to the advantage of my employers. I was a protector, a bodyguard, nothing more. I never sought violence, never. I don't even like the word pirate, mate. Buccaneer sounds more distinguished. I don't care if it's old-fashioned. I don't care if no one does it that way anymore. It's who I am.
What do the history books say about me? That I was killed by that woman? That assassin? Lies. It was I who slew her. I retrieved the artifact. I saw the future. I live on and will never die. I brought the assassins to their knees. So-called history is for men with no ambition, too weak to choose their own truth.
My nemesis. Yes, Rona. I fought her for years. Always I was one step ahead. That's how it always is with assassins. They're persistent, like gnats or bedbugs, but no more significant. Did I win? What do you think?
Whatever they say about me, it's probably true. Why not just run with that and leave me alone? Haven't you heard? I'm a monster, driven by greed and bloodlust. That's all anyone really wants these days anyway, isn't it?
Of course I had many lovers, but we're not here to talk about that today, are we? Why do you always want to know that? Why do you not ask me about the battles I led, about the armies I brought to beg for mercy at my feet, the leagues I sailed, the treasure? I lived a free life, a glorious life, the life of a pirate queen.
Renardo, I have forgiven him. In the end, it was Lucia who meant the most anyway. Romance is one thing, but how can it compare to a great friendship? We were sisters in thievery once, Lucia and I. That was before we entered the Order. Everything changed then. This, I regret.
I had a daughter. I had more than one daughter. My children never knew of each other. They could not ever even know of each other. This was my one mistake. Not the children, per se. I did love them. I tried to be a good father when I was there. But I allowed myself to become distracted from the Order, from my true purpose.
Adrian Flood. Flood, is that supposed to be a joke? What, on account of the length of my pants? Who told you that was my name? It was Kumi, wasn't it? Oh, that guy, I swear. I'm gonna get back for this. No, don't write that down. Can we start over? Well, don't put anything, just put Adrian. A-D-R-I-E-N. Oh, here, I'll tell you about the time I felled 5 men with just a single fart. Yes, fart. F-A-R-T. Oh, well, that's just your opinion. It's not because it's disgusting that it isn't true.
Alfie Gardner? Who is that? Where did you hear that? I don't know him. I am the Comte Alphonse de Marigot of Martinique, and you will address me as such. I am French, first of all. I don't know where you're getting this English rubbish. That other part is true, though, about theater. La Comédie Française. I was there at its birth. It was an historic moment.
La verdadera destreza. Spanish swordmanship. The true art. The ultimate marriage of geometry, reason, philosophy. The highest education. Our best hope against the assassins. I dedicated my life to bringing it to the world, and I regret nothing. Well, almost nothing. Felicia. No. I cannot even speak of her now.
I will not speak to you of voodoo. I already know that is how you want to imagine me. Gathering herbs, and muttering incantations, and drawing skulls, and pretending to adapt your Christian saints to the image of the spirits of the Fon and the You. Now, let us not speak of this. Let us speak of war, of triumph, of how I cannot be vanquished.